Hey guys, Ryan with Fluid Health and Fitness. Today showing you how to use a ball to do a pin and stretch technique or a passive to active inhibition of the TFL, tensor fascial lata muscle. It's a flexor and extensor, it's a flexor and abductor and IR rotator of the femur. So it lifts the leg up, brings it out, twists the tibia in. So it can be adaptively shortened if the position of the hip has been maladapted for a period of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a lacrosse ball. We're going to use pressure inhibition by pushing into the tissue, and we're going to do a pin and stretch technique. We're going to be careful with this one. You don't want to overdo it or rip anything. So again, I'm going to get into a laying position, bend the hip so that the muscle is flexed. So I can flex and abduct. It should be shortened. I don't want to support gravity. I'm going to put the muscle or the ball about 1 inch under my hip bone and then over about 2 inches. That's the general vicinity. And I can put weight into that muscle. I can side lie here and get my weight by pushing my center of mass onto that ball until it takes up the slack in the muscle by pushing the muscle between the ball and the tibia, or of the of the hip bone. So it's actually going to compress it between the pelvis and the ball. So again, it's just taking the slack out of the muscle and then pushing pressure into the tendon. It shouldn't be painful. Now again, it's going to tense up, feel like almost like you're on duct tape. And then after about 30 seconds or so, if you're not over pressuring it and not creating pain, it should just soften and relax. It'll just sink in. So the stretch resistance of the muscle will subside. You always want to respect the nervous system stretch resistance before you start doing the stretching through it. You don't want to rip anything. Microtraumas are going to make it worse later. So again, once it's relaxed, I can start to floss the tissue. Again, generically, it's called a pin and stretch. But again, it's a passive inhibition to an active self-myofascial release. So I'm going to start to break down the collagens by extending the leg back and adducting the leg. As you do that, you're going to take it to another barrier of stretch resistance. The nervous system is going to guard again, so it's going to tense up. It'll feel stiff. Don't go past that. Don't bring it to pain. Wait for it to relax. It'll sink back into the tissue, and then you can bring it to another state of stretch. So I can bring it back even further. So again, extend and then adduct. Net intent is to get the leg behind you by about 20 degrees from your vertical center of gravity. If I drew an imaginary line down from my earlobe down to my ankle, I should be able to get that leg behind it about 20 degrees, and I should be able to draw it toward the center of the body about 20 degrees. If not, keep on working with this ball. Once again, this is a self-myofascial release or a pin and stretch technique using a lacrosse ball for the tensor fascial lata. Questions on it, admin@fluidhealthandfitness.com.